So one of the things that I've done on this motion comic cover is animate the light on the swords. And I think that little traveling special effect really sells the image, especially since energy effects are a way of animating and having some motion and interest that doesn't require you to really redraw a lot of stuff. You know, you don't have to like create new sections that are so specific. They just need to be a light effect, and it just needs to travel up and down on the sword. So I'm going to put a light effect on my logo because I think my logo, as much as I like the lo-fi nature of it, I think having a little bit of a sheen on it brings attention to it. Right now, you really only look at the character and you look at my giant issue 2 in the corner, but my logo is not as poppy. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is create a new track right above my logo. And then I go into my drawing tool, and these are going to be single images that I just move around. So I really don't have to go into the flipbook mode. I can if I want, but if I'm just going to draw one thing, then I don't need to do that. And scale up to my logo. You have a selection called Luminance. And within Luminance are the flares, the light pens, light leaks, and so on. I'm going to use the light brush. Make it as big as I can. Have it pure white. And without being too cautious, I'm just going to throw some light over it. Maybe that's too big. I'll double tap and just have like that sheen. Now, it's going outside of my logo. The way that I get it to go within the boundaries of the layer that's below it is called a clipping mask. And to get to the clipping mask, you hold on your drawing and you pick mask, clipping mask. Now it's within that box that says Primordial Creative Comics, the title of my track. I'm going to stretch this out as long as I think I need it. And once again, move and scale, tap my playhead, move and scale. It's going to slide right across my title. So I'll start from one end and then drag the playhead to the end of my selection. Bring it down. And now let's see what we've got. I like it. And I also like that my spacing, which I didn't plan this out to be this way, but it's kind of consistent lighting-wise with what's happening on the swords, as if there was like a beam of light that went down there. I can also pick it up and move it around if I think it needs better placement. Certainly can duplicate it, but it's a real easy effect to have something be shiny, have some sheen go across it. It's just a matter of clipping masks, a luminance brush, and move and scale within your boundaries. Now, in the case of this pointy bit at the end of the sword, those are actually individual drawings within the flipbook. So you'll see that we start from nothing. We start with a small point brush, gets a little bigger, gets bigger, gets smaller and soft. Change the scale of your brush, change the opacity of your brush. That's if you want to have a frame-by-frame animation. But as far as the sheen goes on the sword and what's happening on my logo, that's entirely just one drawing being repositioned within a clipping mask. If you enjoyed this tutorial, check out my full Procreate Dreams courses in the links below. Best of luck in your own creative endeavors.